So today we're going to Talquin State Park near Tallahassee, Florida. Really interesting state park. Love how it got its name. It's actually in between Tallahassee and Quincy, Florida. So they took Tal from Tallahassee and Quinn from Quincy to get Talquin State Park. So really beautiful state park. Excited to show it to you. So let's get started. Lake Talquin State Park is truly a hidden gem. Tucked away from the hustle and bustle of nearby cities, it offers a tranquil escape into nature that not too many people seem to know about. As you first enter the park, you're immediately greeted by this picturesque tree-lined road. The tall pine and oak trees arching over the road create a stunning natural canopy, making it feel like you're driving into a secret, untouched world. The peace and quiet set the tone right away, allowing you to take a deep breath and really feel like you're leaving everything else behind. Just ahead, you'll come to the gated entrance of the park. Once you pass through, you'll find the Honor System fee station. It is only $3 to enter, and it's a simple process. You grab an envelope, write down your information, and put the payment inside. It may seem like a small amount, but this contribution goes a long way in maintaining the beauty of the park. That $3 helps keeps the trails clear, the facilities clean, and supports the conservation efforts that make this park such a peaceful haven for wildlife and visitors alike. Be sure to pay your fee. It's a way of giving back and ensuring this hidden gem remains a pristine for future visitors. As you pass the fee station and drive a bit further, you'll arrive at the main parking lot. A beautiful parking lot lined with pine trees and oak trees. To your right is the main entrance to the picnic areas and also the water access. And then on the left, that's where you'll find the majority of the trails. When you first start walking towards the picnic area, you're met with this really beautiful forested area that really starts to set the scene of what the rest of your day at the park will look like. As you can see, upcoming in the distance is a large overhang with plenty of picnic areas. Really excited to show you a little bit more of all that Lake Talquin State Park has to offer. All right, so really beautiful facilities here and amenities at Lake Talquin State Park. Right in front of me over here is a really nice picnic area, and behind that is a grilling station, so you can grill up some hot dogs, hamburgers, and right behind me as well is the bathroom. Nice enough bathroom, and you'll see some footage of that now. So I'm in the men's bathroom. Pretty nice, a little outdated bathroom in here, but still nice enough for a state park. Lake Talquin State Park is a great place to go fishing. It's pretty well known in the area for its largemouth bass, but as you can see right here, there's all kinds of other fish, catfish, other kinds of bass, a ton of different panfish that you can get all right here at this lake. Beautiful lake, ton of areas to go fishing. Bring out your boat, kayak, anything that you need. You can really catch some great fish here. As we leave the beautiful picnic overhang area, it's worth noting that this spot is truly special. In fact, it was recognized with a Governor's Award for its incredible rehabilitation efforts. The overhang offers a perfect spot to relax, enjoy a meal, and take in the natural surroundings. It's a great example of how thoughtful conservation can enhance our experience in the park while preserving its natural beauty. So go ahead and pick up one of the state park maps and begin your journey at the park. Just ahead, we're walking towards one of the most scenic spots at Lake Talquin State Park, a quiet overhang by the water with two benches perfectly positioned to take in the stunning lake views. As soon as you arrive, the first thing you'll notice is the peacefulness of the water. On calm days like today, the lake's surface almost mirrors the sky, reflecting the trees and clouds in such a serene way that it feels like time has slowed down. Sitting on the bench, you can really appreciate just how beautiful this place really is. It's the perfect spot to sit back, breathe in the fresh air, and just enjoy the beauty of nature. Whether you're looking at the stillness of the water, the soft rustle of the trees, it really makes you feel connected to the landscape, and it really captures the essence of what makes Lake Talquin so special. All right, so we're at a intersection right here at Lake Talquin State Park. So if you go down this way, it takes you to where there was a boardwalk where you could take a look at the lake. This also was a boardwalk as well. Unfortunately, both are closed. And then going straight down this way takes you to a fishing dock that is open, and we'll show you some footage there. Going back up this way will take you to the parking lot. We've just came across our first trail intersection. There are a few options to choose from, but I'm heading towards the first pier on the right to get that first look at Lake Talquin from its banks. The trails here are pretty well marked, so it's easy to navigate, plus it's only a minute or two walk from the overhang to get the very first area to walk down to the banks. So let's see what the pier has in store. So we're right here by the lake, and so what we're going to do now is they have this really nice little pathway to get down to the bank, and we're going to head that way right now. So I said I was going to walk down here, but as you can see, I guess something happened to where I don't know if a tree fell, but it cut off from the rest of the path. So unfortunately not going to go around here, but that would have been a beautiful view. Well, it looks like the pier is closed for repairs today, which is a little bit of a letdown, but that's all part of the adventure. So no worries, we've got more to explore and plenty of lake views ahead. Towards the left is another way to get down to the water. From what I've heard, the second pier has some great views of the lake, so I'm excited to see what it's like. Plus, we'll get a little bit more hiking in before we get there. And here we are pulling up right now. So unfortunately, right now, both sides of the observation decks at the bank of the lake are actually closed. As you can see right here, I already went to the one on the right side. Now I'm on the one on the left side, and it's boarded up. You know, we did just get hit with a hurricane not too long ago, so it could potentially be from that, but a little disappointing that we can't go down here because this really is a beautiful, beautiful lake. Unfortunately, it looks like the second pier is also closed today, which is a bit of a disappointment. Both of the link bank areas are off limits, so we won't be able to enjoy those beautiful views from the piers. So I'm going to head over to the fishing dock, which is just a few minutes further to the left of this pier, and fingers crossed that will be open today. Alright, so we made it out to the fishing pier, which is really, really nice. This is a really beautiful spot, and really happy with this view. You have some really beautiful like cypress trees right here, and then you just get almost a full 360 view of Lake Talquin. As I'm about to turn around the camera here, you can see there's several people out here fishing. This lake is known for really great largemouth bass. I'm gonna have to come out here one day and try to fish myself, but just take in this really beautiful view. Lake Talquin has an interesting history. This 8,000 acre lake was originally created in 1927 when the Jackson's Buff Dam was built across the Ochlockonee River. The park itself was established to protect the surrounding wilderness and ensure that visitors could experience the natural beauty. Now that we've had a good look at the lake, let's head over to the other side for the trails. Alright, so now we're leaving the fishing pier and we're about to go find some trails. Now I'm heading over to find the trails, and I have to say I'm really impressed by the lake. It's such a beautiful, stunning spot with so much natural beauty. After seeing how incredible the lake views were, I'm excited to see what the trails have to offer, and I'm hoping they'll give us a chance to view more of the park's diverse landscapes. Alright, so this is the start of the trail, which is on the other side of where the lake is at, right next to the parking lot. Really beautiful entrance, as you can see right here. Very whimsical. Love the trees, love the paths, and you know, this is a Grateful Dead themed channel. So there's a sign right here saying be aware of bears. Hopefully we don't see any, but I would be okay with seeing some dancing bears. Early on the trail, I'm already very impressed. The path is well maintained and easy to hike, making it a pretty relaxing experience so far. I haven't spotted much wildlife yet, so I'm hopeful we'll come across something as we continue, but it's been a really great spot so far. So these trails so far have been absolutely beautiful. Really some of the best trails that I've been on in this series. Still very early, still a lot of state parks to go to, but very happy with the beauty of Lake Talquin State Park. So it's going to score real high on a lot of categories for me, so make sure that you stay around for the full ranking of this state park. Apparently there's a spot here called Eagle Scout Observation Point, which is known to offer some amazing views. So it sounds like the perfect spot to try to head towards right now. So we're heading towards the Eagle Scout observation point, right at kind of the corner of Lake Talquin. We'll see how beautiful this spot is, but real excited to check it out once we get there. Got a little ways to go on this trail, but really enjoying just how beautiful this spot is. So I made it here to the Eagle Scouts observation point, and you can see a really nice view through the trees of Lake Talquin. There's some areas right here where you can sit, but not a little nice spot right off the side of the trail where you can just enjoy the sounds of nature. Well, that wraps up the main tour of Lake Talquin State Park. It's been a great experience exploring the park, but now it's time for the ranking. Really enjoyed my time at Lake Talquin State Park. Beautiful park, really enjoyed the scenery, really enjoyed the trails, but now it's time to give it its official Terrapin ranking. And just as a recap, we'll be looking at 5 key categories. We'll look at scenic beauty and atmosphere, activities and recreation, facilities and amenities, trails and accessibility, and finally, wildlife. So stay tuned for those rankings and see how Lake Talquin State Park compares to some of the other state parks I've been to so far. Lake Talquin State Park really shines when it comes to scenic beauty. The Overlook Trail in particular provides a breathtaking view of the expansive lake surrounded by lush forested hills and wetlands. It's incredibly peaceful, and the variety of landscapes ranging from dense forests to wide open water gives you a lot to take in. Whether you're walking through the pine trees or standing by the lake, the natural beauty is undeniable. The only reason I didn't give this a perfect 10 is that while the views are gorgeous, there are only a few main lookout points. But honestly, the atmosphere is so serene that a 9 out of 10 feels just right. Next up is activities and recreation. There's plenty to do at Lake Talquin, whether you're an active adventurer or just looking to unwind. Fishing is a huge draw here, with the lake being well known for its bass and panfish. The fishing pier is easily accessible, and we saw a few families out there enjoying their day. For those who prefer hiking, the trail offers a good mix of difficulty, giving everyone from casual walkers to more seasoned hikers something to enjoy. The picnic areas are perfect for a relaxing break, and there are plenty of spots so you never feel crowded. However, there is a bit less variety compared to other parks in terms of rental activities, so no bikes, no kayaks. But what's available is great quality, so I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. Next is facilities and amenities. Lake Talquin does an excellent job when it comes to facilities. There are plenty of well-maintained picnic areas, and I was really impressed with how clean and inviting they were. The pavilion provides much-needed shade, which is a perfect spot for cooling down after a hike or spending time with family. There are benches and tables spaced out nicely, giving you privacy even when the park is busier. The restrooms are also in good shape and easily accessible, which is a big plus when you're exploring with kids. While there aren't extras like visitor center or a concession stand, the picnic area and basic amenities are well kept and thoroughly placed. For that, I'm giving facilities a 9 out of 10. Trails and accessibility. The trails at Lake Talquin State Park are extremely well marked, and that's something I really appreciated, especially if you have a young child. Each trailhead has a clear signage, and alongside the trails are plenty of markers that guide you so you never feel lost. Even on the slightly more challenging trails like the High Bluff hiking trail, the paths are easy to follow and well maintained, with a good balance of difficulty levels for different visitors. We found the trails to be wide enough for easy walking, and there are plenty of spots to stop and rest if you need a break. It's a very accessible park for families and for those looking for shorter scenic hikes. I'm going to give this a rank of 9 out of 10 for trails and accessibility. Finally is wildlife and nature experiences. Wildlife is one of the big attractions at Lake Talquin, and while I didn't see some of the larger animals like deer or eagles, I still had a great time. I spotted several birds, and it's common to see turtles basking near the shore or squirrels darting across the trails. One of the things I loved was the wildlife signs across the trails that tell you what to look for. It really adds to the excitement knowing that with a bit more time and patience, you might spot something rare. Even without those sightings, the park is teeming with life, and it feels like there's always something just out of sight. I'm giving wildlife and nature experience an 8 out of 10 with a lot of potential for more. After spending a full day exploring Lake Talquin State Park, it's clear that this park offers a well rounded experience for visitors of all ages. The scenic beauty is truly impressive, with diverse landscapes that range from quiet forested trails to stunning views of the lake. Recreational activities are plentiful, whether you're an angler looking to catch the next big bass or someone who enjoys a peaceful hike through the woods. The facilities, especially the picnic areas, are well maintained and provide a relaxing space to take in all the surroundings. Trails are clearly marked and accessible, making it easy to navigate even with younger children. In conclusion, Lake Talquin really stands out as a serene escape into nature. Whether you're here just for the wildlife, the peaceful atmosphere, or just a day out with the family, it really has something for everyone. While there are some areas where the park could expand its offerings, like more water sports or guided activities, what it does have, it does very well. I'm giving Lake Talquin a final score of 9 out of 10. It is a must visit for anyone looking to enjoy Florida's natural beauty in a quiet, relaxing setting. All right, so thank you for joining me on another one of my trips to hopefully visit every Florida state park. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and I hope to see you on the next one.